How's it going, guys? Honcho here with another squad video. So here they are, guys. The patch notes for version 3.3 are hot off the press, and again there's a bunch of changes, fixes and small content additions. To keep this short and sweet, I will be going through some of the bigger and possibly more important parts from this batch of patch notes, but I will include the link to them in the description down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and bell icon to stay up to date for future squad updates, news, guides and content. I'm at 12,500 subs now and I'm aiming to hit 15,000 by the end of the year. Anyway, let's get on into this. The main focus of 3.3 seems to be centered around bug fixes and UI updates, but there's a few very good quality of life changes too, and this leads us to the first one I want to tell you guys about, but I quickly want to give you all a heads up. Take screenshots of all of your settings, so control bindings, graphics, the lot, as with this update they are all getting wiped, so make sure to review and reconfigure as soon as you've installed 3.3. So first up is vehicle pushing. Yes, we can finally push our boats back into the water, but not only that, we can also push helicopters out into the open to be able to repair and reuse them again. They do require that the engine is switched off before you are able to recover the vehicle, but that makes sense in all honesty. Next up on the list is a new vehicle. The Russian MTLB now has a logistics variant, which carries up to 2,000 points worth of supplies, and you can deploy radios from it. It has an enclosed turret with a 7.62mm PKT machine gun, and this vehicle does not require crewman kit to use. A few other changes include the Hell Cannon now gets the precision compass on the heading, and they have fixed the desync between C4s and IEDs audibly and visually exploding. Okay, so the next set of changes are centered around the UI and HUD, and the first one is for squad leaders. They have added a new squad list heads-up display. This hideable HUD list is intended to give squad leaders quick access to critical status information on their squad, such as player names, role, incapacitation status, whether they're inside a vehicle, and whether they are speaking on VoIP. The intention for this is to aid communication, coordination, and coercion, so you know who is where, doing what, with what, without opening up the main menu. This can be configured in the settings, controls, and then general. The player directional map icons have been changed as well, and here are two fantastic changes. First up is red FOB and HAB map markers will no longer fade over time. They will remain fully visible until somebody physically removes them. And if you hover your mouse over them, it will also show a build and exclusion radius, so you no longer need to mark enemy FOBs with friendly FOB creation markers to find a radio. That is a game changer. Okay, now onto some of the general bug fixes, and there's one that's jumped out to me straight away. T72s, both B3 and S variants, and the T62 will no longer burn at 4 times the speed of other MBTs whilst on fire under the 10% health threshold. The BMP2 has had a visual bug fixed where the ATGM smoke would blind you, and the Canadian G-Wagons have unintentionally been able to call in command actions, so that's been fixed and you can no longer do that. Kind of a shame really, because even though it was a bug, I felt that if all factions had that ability, it would have been a very good feature. The USMC LAV-25s have had their turrets fixed, as previously, if you attacked the turret, the damage was not being passed through to the vehicle. They've also fixed the interaction with ammo crates. If you were resupplying from an ammo crate and somebody walked between you and the crate, it would reset. That was so infuriating, so it's great to see that been fixed. Now they have fixed a visual bug with the SMAW, but they still haven't fixed the instant reload bug, so that is still broken. That's a mark off for you there, OWI. As for map updates and map fixes, Anvil, Black Coast and Lashkar Valley have had some minor optimizations made. Black Coast now has a new invasion layer, which is Russia versus Militia. Kokon has changed the river to use the new water system, so the river is now waist deep. Mutaha has also had the water changed too. The river is deeper and north of the dam requires amphibious vehicles to cross. NARVA has had 2 new layers added, both USMC versus Russia, one being invasion and one being random advance and secure, but these are the flooded layers. Talil also has a deeper river. SKORPO has added the USS ESSEX for an invasion layer, which is USMC versus Russia, and here for me is a huge one. There is a new Russia versus Militia invasion layer. Russia launches an amphibious assault from the updated SKORPO island. Finally, we can use that bit of land. These are some amazing additions and they will really freshen up the maps. On top of this, there are some server admin and SDK updates, but as I mentioned earlier, the link to the patch notes are down below. What are you most excited for version 3.3? Let me know in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget, I will be live streaming the update tomorrow over on Twitch. Feel free to join the Discord in the meantime. Hit that subscribe button. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next video.